In 2028, Los Angeles is set to host one of the most iconic sporting events in the world, the Summer Olympics. To handle the expected influx of visitors, America is embarking on one of its most ambitious infrastructure projects in years: a high-speed rail connecting Las Vegas, Nevada, to Rancho Cucamonga, just east of Los Angeles, California. But hold your horses, this isn't just any train project. This is a project that aims to revolutionize travel between two of the most visited destinations in the U.S. Will it be a success? Or will it become yet another in a long line of great ideas that never quite materialize? With just 4 years until the Games, time is running out, and so is patience. Let's dive into the details and see if the high-speed rail to Vegas is really going to change the game. The route, a 350-kilometer dream. The proposed high-speed rail route, spanning just over 350 kilometers, 218 miles, will connect Las Vegas to Southern California, offering a smooth, rapid journey with 96% of the track running along the I-15 highway median, minimizing disruptions. Starting near the iconic Vegas Strip, the journey will zip through desert landscapes with stops at Victor Valley Station in Apple Valley and Hesperia Station in San Bernardino, before reaching its final destination in Rancho Cucamonga, close to Ontario International Airport. This route will cut down the drive time from Las Vegas to Rancho Cucamonga from 3 hours and 40 minutes to just 2 hours and 10 minutes, providing a faster, more convenient alternative to the long drive and saving travelers from the woes of traffic. How did this train idea come to life? Believe it or not, the dream of connecting Las Vegas and California by high-speed rail has been in the works for decades. Back in the 1990s, state politicians pitched the idea of a maglev train line, the super smooth kind of train that floats above tracks using magnets, linking Las Vegas to Anaheim, California. It sounded great on paper, but as we all know, projects like these often end up stuck in limbo. Fast forward to 2005, and Desert Express, later known as Express West, was born to develop, build, and own the rail line. But alas, federal funding never came through, and an environmental impact study wasn't even started, so the project was shelved. The dream of a high-speed rail between these two states never truly died. In 2018, Brightline, the company that runs intercity passenger rail in Florida, acquired Express West. A year later, under the new name Brightline West, they announced plans for a high-speed rail line. But this time it's not maglev. This time, it's a non-stop, traditional rail system that could potentially cut the travel time by hours. Finally, after decades of waiting, this train might just be ready to roll, transforming travel between Vegas and California. Brightline West isn't just another rail project, it's a green revolution on wheels. The trains will be all-electric and zero-emission. That's right, no smoke, no fumes, just clean power for a cleaner planet. How's that for a win? The trains will run on an overhead catenary system, which is basically a fancy term for a network of wires that will keep the trains powered up. And where will that clean energy come from? Large solar field farms in the Nevada desert. Talk about a sunny way to travel. With nearly 50 million trips made annually between Nevada and California, with 85% of those trips happening by car, Brightline West hopes to take a bite out of those road trips. By reducing the number of cars on the road, they anticipate cutting down traffic congestion, and get this, reducing carbon emissions by 400,000 metric tons per year. Imagine saving the CO2 emissions equivalent of 16,000 short-haul flights. That's some serious environmental impact. And there's more. Brightline West wants to provide an alternative for people who don't have the luxury of living close to work. It's about making life a bit easier for folks who have to spend hours commuting every day. A greener alternative, fewer cars on the road, and helping out local communities. That's what we call a triple win. What will the trains be like on the inside? Let's be honest, when you think of train travel, luxury isn't usually the first word that comes to mind. But Brightline West is working hard to change that. Passengers will enjoy free Wi-Fi because, let's face it, everyone needs to scroll through TikTok or catch up on emails while traveling, and stylish, comfortable seats. They're taking this rail thing to the next level. For those who like a bit of extra room, the premium cars will offer more spacious seating, perfect for lounging in style. Oh, and don't forget about the bar and party car. You'll be able to sip a cocktail while gliding through the desert. It's like Vegas, just without the slot machines and loud music. How far along are they in building this train? Construction officially kicked off in April 2024, and Brightline West is confident they can meet the ambitious 4-year timeline, finishing just in time for the Summer Olympics. Of course, things are moving fast in the Mogog Desert, where crews have already started preparing the ground between Hesperia and Mountain Pass. They're not just laying tracks, they're building bridges, viaducts, and all kinds of other structures. A maintenance facility will be built in Sloan, Nevada, covering nearly 19,000 square meters. It's no small feat. But Brightline West is hopeful that because it's a privately funded project, as opposed to government-led, things might just move along at lightning speed. Funding. Where is the money coming from? So where's the cash for this $12 billion project coming from? Well, around $9 billion will come from private investors, while $3 billion has already been awarded by the Biden administration through the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Of course, with changing political leadership on the horizon, some state leaders, including California Governor Gavin Newsom, are working overtime to protect the project. That means lobbying in Washington, D.C., to make sure things don't get derailed by shifting federal priorities. It's a political tightrope, but Brightline West is staying optimistic. The benefits of this high-speed rail. If this project gets completed, it could be a game-changer in more ways than one. First, it's a huge win for tourism. Imagine flying into LA for the Olympics, hopping on a train to Vegas, and making it there in just over 2 hours. That's faster than driving and way more fun than sitting in traffic. The broader economic impact is huge as well. It's estimated that the rail line could generate billions of dollars in revenue and even more in tax dollars. Plus, the project is expected to create 35,000 construction jobs, with 1,000 permanent jobs afterward. And let's not forget the environmental benefits. With zero-emission trains, this project aims to be completely carbon-free by 2045. Challenges. Will the project be completed on time? Every mega project has its challenges. Brightline West's biggest hurdle is meeting its 4-year deadline. While they're confident, history has shown that high-speed rail projects in America aren't exactly famous for meeting deadlines. But here's where things get interesting. Brightline West is privately funded, meaning there's less red tape and bureaucracy, slowing things down. The project is facing some legal battles as well. A lawsuit was filed by Alstom, the makers of Amtrak's trains, who argued that they should have won the contract to build the high-speed trains. But with a waiver in place, Siemens Mobility, a German company, has secured the contract to build the trains. Will the Brightline West high-speed rail be worth it? If the high-speed rail is finished in time, it will offer huge benefits: quicker travel, reduced congestion, a cleaner environment, and a boost to the economy. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to ride a stylish zero-emission train between Vegas and California? However, there are some challenges ahead, and the tight timeline is still a concern. But given that Brightline West is privately funded and moving fast, there's a good chance this could be the first high-speed rail line in the U.S. that actually gets finished. Well, there you have it, America's $12 billion high-speed rail to Las Vegas. If you enjoyed this deep dive into high-speed rail, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Got thoughts? We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know if you think high-speed rail is the future, or if it's just another pipe dream. Catch you next time, and remember, keep your seatbelt fastened. This is one wild ride.